That stuff is so hard to deal with.
Yeah, and he actually does have great armor options as well with that headbutt. And coming out with Ruthless, by the way, is Kruk. We haven't even gotten a touch on that. This is a variation we haven't seen in a very long time. You know, the only Veritor we've ever seen on here being Biohazard, and I believe Crazy Dog 88, Big Dog. Oh, it's
B-Dog.
Yeah, B-Dog, that's the one. And coming in here with Ruthless, and Ruthless is one of those characters that not a lot of matchup knowledge, but already getting eaten by the Levitate mix now. And RealHarris believing in it as he commits to the EX teleport, 40% damage, and he can even put a couple of negative frames on the screen, bait you into pressing a counter poke, and just like you saw there, EX blast or even headbutt, which is some big damage.
Oh, I could have had the conversion there with standing one.
Oh, and tried to backdash, but the active frames, I believe, caught him at the end of that backdash, and again the mix.
That hit confirm into the teleport for this big 41% damage, taking him to the corner. Kruk has just really not been able to start much of anything. That's his first big combo, 32%.
This is a chance.
Pain and gains.
Oh, but he doesn't get back damage. It goes in the
Oh my god, he went for it.
Looks like
Look at the health though. He's actually pulled ahead.
Oh, that is a
and that's a punish.
Very good start from the Kruk. Wow, I mean, like I said, RealHarris really snowballed him there in game number 1, but the Kruk adjusting well here. Gets him with the vibe, but doesn't get the biggest damage off of it. Just does the headbutt. He could have gotten so much more damage. And the Kruk now giving a little bit of health.
This conversion, my goodness.
A little bit of life here, and here we go. Back to neutral situation.
Oh, no whiff punish. He had all day.
Oh, and look at the respect that Kruk is giving him on the approach. You have to try to check those approaches, otherwise you're just going to come in and mix. Oh, and gets him with the mix of his own. RealHarris comes off 2 bars. If Kruk can open him up into a pain and gain, this could turn on real quick. We've seen Biohazard kill with a bar in the 70%.
Okay, he knew the poke was coming. Very good to check that, and the EX blast is going to just stop any momentum that he wanted to get going there in the very last 5% of health he had. But man, what a comeback in that second round. RealHarris is up 1-0, but Kruk, you know, we didn't see a whole lot from him, so we thought, okay, he's just really, you know, either nervous or flustered. But then once he got his stuff going and got his damage, it was GG's in that round. This Kruk, to me, like we saw RealHarris just run up with Ermac and go into buttons without it being checked.
Exactly.
And Kruk didn't really move at all. He just stood there and blocked. So you gotta challenge that stuff, because Ermac is not one that you just want to let him mix for free.
Yeah, and you know, Veritor has that, you see it a lot, especially when I watch Biohazard play, where he stops that approach with that down one and uses the plus frames to generate a mix of his own, and that's where he kind of opens up people, is using plus frames off those pokes. And that down one is absolutely disgusting, with or without his little sidekick there. Ooh, and there.
Yeah, that's one thing with this character, you know, it will change how he can fight if he does not have Farah on his back.
Ooh.
He's got to wait for her to climb back up.
Yeah, all these pokes are getting blocked and simply checked into mix from RealHarris.
Oh,
and there we go.
Oh my goodness, got him out of the air.
Oh, it's a scary situation, and RealHarris again just walking right up on Kruk. But here we go. It goes for the throw. That is going to kill out of nowhere. Wow, that was very good recognition of the 2 bars on RealHarris into the throw. Very smart stuff.
And again, he got lifted by the final hit, going the low into the float. This is going to be some big damage.
There's that damage I'm talking about. If you eat that mix into that flow cancel, 40%, meterless, and have a nice day. But if Kruk would have opened him up there, if he would have committed to that string, we would have seen huge damage himself. But not in a terrible situation. They're going to round 3, even bars of meter. They both have a breaker, so this could go either way. Whoever gets first potential combo could turn things around really quick. And just like that, very smart. Now Kruk has the advantage. Oh, he doesn't get the full combo there.
17%.
Look at the 17% throw for his effort, which is a small B&B by most characters. Another X-ray attempt from Kruk, but it is plus, and still got RealHarris off of 4 bars of meter now in this round.
It looks
We've
like
already
Kruk
had
is...
2 breakers, and both these characters are only 50%. I don't know where all this meter's coming from right now.
Oh, good. Oh, almost good blocks. Tried to jump back. He does have a bar. This will not kill. But what's coming next? Oh, and just... Oh, my goodness. I'm not sure what he was trying to go for. But he didn't spin that bar. I was really expecting him to spin that.
Wow, yeah, just like that.
Pay your respects.
It is 2-0. RealHarris right now.
RealHarris.
RealHarris.
Game. Give us 1 second, guys.
My bad. Okay. So we'll see. Oh, he's still sticking to it. I really don't mind the Ferrator pick. It's just a couple decisions and a lot of spacing problems that he's having. I've seen him try an NJP when RealHarris wants to do the headbutt, but he's just a little bit off and it doesn't connect. And you know that spacing is so important, especially with an NJP that reaches that far. It's such a good tool to have, but you got to be mindful of where you are and where your opponent is.
Echo, can you hear me now?
Yes.
There we go. Woo! We got a little miscommunicated there.
Oh, okay. You didn't hear anything. You want me?
I didn't hear a one word you said. I'm not even gonna lie to you, brother. But anyways, we're going to game number 3 here. Game number 2,
okay.
Going pretty much the same way game number 1 went, where you saw Kruk make good adjustments and get around and looked to have such a great position there in game number 3. But RealHarris clutching it out again.
Oh, into the overhead. And there's that spacing I'm talking about. Went for a button that just not quite in range. Looked like RealHarris was looking for a painting gain right there and got hit, but still, RealHarris on set point.
Oh, and it's such a shame for Kruk coming off the bar. There's that sneaky down 3 from RealHarris. That is such a great tool to low profile, especially anti-crossovers or pure jumpers, just like you saw there, into a full conversion. And that back 1, that is such a no-no to jump at. And you know what? I get some PTSD watching that thing anti-air, let me tell you. And oh!
And that is brutal. I did not even see that coming.